What's up, y'all? Hey, man, look. Hey, I done hit y'all up on a Tuesday. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. As I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? We're going to do more legend talk, man. Hey, because you know the big fish out here, he got some real friends out here. Man, before we get to this, though, and I introduce my boy, DD Terry. Look, I'm going to tell y'all, we got to do a little bit of housekeeping because you know what I'm saying? There's nothing like a clean house. So pick up your blankets, y'all fold them things, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they smell nice. Throw them things in the washer, man. Y'all, yeah, I know some of y'all ain't washing y'all blankets like that. Y'all need to though. And just say it. Like, hey man, I hope everybody is living with a peaceful, positive life. You know what I'm saying? Now that we've got the housekeeping out the way, this is my big brother, DD Terry.
Yes,
DD,
sir.
DD, tell
What's
him.
up, baby? What's up,
Tell,
Jay?
tell him, big brother. Tell him, big
Hey,
brother.
hey, man, dude, we go back like a Cadillac on four flats, big homie. Man, I don't even know what to say, man. This dude, Jay, man, you've been an inspiration to me. Even though I'm older, man, I can't even say, man. You want to talk about
Uh-oh, I think I lost you. Where you at, DD? DD, I think I lost you. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. DD, where you at? Hold on, y'all. We lost
it? Don't.
connection.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know what went wrong, but yeah, man, it don't get better than Jay, man. Um, Yeah, man. Even though I'm older, man, Jay, this dude is the inspiration, bro. Y'all want to talk about work ethic and hard work, and never hesitate to pick up the phone, man, and say, hey D, man, holler at me. I got some feed for you, man. Let me get your advice on this, man. It don't matter if it's sports, if it's family, relationships, man. It don't matter, man. Jay, bro, I just want to tell you, man, before we even get started with this, bro, I love you. You my brother. And I'm talking about blood ain't got nothing to do with it, man. We locked in, bro, for life, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I appreciate that, big brother. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna tell y'all why I love my big brother. As I've been saying, I've had a lot of people back, but a lot of people ain't had my back. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I want to say it was 2009, and I had to pay my phone bill. I needed to go to work. It was summertime, and you know in Texas it's 150-degree heat outside. Did you know the story I'm talking about,
Yeah,
don't
oh yeah, yeah.
you? Look,
Oh
my
yeah.
car broke down. You know what I'm saying? I could have called my parents, but I didn't want to burden them because you know at the time, you know, my family was working in Huntsville, Texas, you know, which would be probably what 30 minutes from Willis, right? From where you
Yeah,
probably
yeah, yeah.
30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? I had to get to work, man. I looked at the clock. I said, man, I got to get it. So I put on my little work clothes, you know what I'm saying? It was 150 degrees outside. And and those of you who say you're a good friend, this right here will make you reevaluate your situation because I'm gonna tell you what DD did. Look at this. DD seen me on the side of the road walking. And it's
Yeah, yeah.
150 degrees outside, y'all. I'm sweating profusely. And Didi chunked me to deuce. Now, mind you, I've been walking for 45 minutes already. So it's hot outside, man. I'm trying to get there, man. So I can pay that phone bill. Didi was passing by in a midnight blue Chevy Impala. I'll never forget it.
Yeah,
I'll never
yeah.
forget
With some 20s on it, bro.
it. Pulled by me. He chunked me to deuce. He seen me and there wasn't no cars coming. He did a U-turn in the middle of the road and asked me, was I all right? Picked me up, took me to work. Man, such a blessing, man. Hey, if you ain't got a big brother like that, man, you ain't got no friends. I'm telling you, man. You ain't got no friends. And I always appreciated Didi for that because what that did was outside of the other stuff, because I had already knew him, it set the tone for our relationship going forward because I knew that he had my back, you know what I'm saying? Just like I would have his. So man, I appreciate you. Just like you love me, brother, I love you. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? And
sir.
I will never forget that, man. You had my back when my car wasn't even rolling. Good
Yeah,
God.
yeah. Yeah, straight up, bro.
So let's talk about it, man. Let's tell the people a little bit about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of you being a great man, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
All
So
right, man. What you want to hit on sports first, or just me in general? Man, you know, man, so I met Jay when I moved to Willis, man. Like I said, he was still going to Huntsville. Man, we had a mutual friend, Shadrick, man. and Shadrick ran track. And Shadrick used to tell me all the time, this is high school talk, man. Shadrick said, hey, man, you know Jay? I'm like, man, I don't know Jay, man. He said, man, Jay a dog on that track, man. You got to meet Jay. And I'm like, man, I ran against everybody, man. I don't know this cat, man. We'll come to find out Jay was a little bit younger than me. So, you know, I hadn't met this cat yet, man. So, man, I beat Shadrick, got his shoes every week, bro.
I don't know. You
So,
smoked me a couple times too, real bad, real
yeah,
bad.
man. So all of a sudden, bro, man, this cat come to Willis. I'm like, man, who is this cat, bro? I'm like, this nigga, I'm the darkest dude in Willis, bro. This dude here, he about my same shade, right? I'm like, man, ain't no cats around here like this, man. So, so man, so no, man, we get on the track, man. I'm like, okay, man, this boy, he got something. Jay nice, man. Jay nice. So man, we end up putting together a little 4x1. I think it was me, you, Bubba, uh, Cody, Eric Hatchett, man. For y'all don't know, man, this dude here, dog. We gonna get on him in a minute, but
Oh man.
um, man, y'all want to talk about just an insane athlete, man. And I know y'all touched upon it a little bit the other night when you was talking to your boy Dion. But
Yeah,
yeah, man, we put together a little 4x1, man. I think, we at the time we probably held a record in Willis, and a lot of things on the track, man.
yeah,
But man, sports brought us together, man, and it's just been a brotherhood in the family ever since, man. And no matter what we go through, uh, man, we can all pick up the phone and call each other for any kind of inspirational advice, man. Um, and I kind of feel like I'm the big brother to everybody, and a lot of it not necessarily had to do with my success, bro, but I think a lot of it had to do with just who I am as a person. Naturally, man, I'm a giver. Naturally,
for
man,
sure.
I like to breathe life into people and talk positivity. Because man, I came from a background, bro. And a lot of people don't know this, Jay. I'm a lot like you.
Yeah,
Man, I was so poor, man, growing up, bro. I mean, that was four of us, man. My mom was a single parent. And
yeah,
people ask me now, man, why do you work so hard now? Man, I'm 41 years old, bro. I work for a company. I own two side businesses. Bro,
yeah,
I just go get it, man, because I never want to go back to where I came from as a kid. You
yeah,
know, and like I said, man, I was like I said, I was a lot like you growing up, man, and sports were my outlet. Um,
yeah.
so I dedicated everything I had to want to be the best, man. Man, I remember, man, I used to get out of football practice, man. We lived on Rogers Road down past the baseball park. Bro, I
Woo.
would run to the post office, bro. You know the post office is in Willis? Jay, I would run to the
Woo.
post office, dog. Like, my mom be like, boy, are you crazy? I'm like, no, mom, I just want to get this work in, man. Like, that's the thing I want. I remember, man, as a sophomore, stepping on the field, stepping on the track with Eric White, man. Eric White was probably the greatest athlete other than Eric Hatchett to come through Willis, man.
I
And
heard that. I heard that.
now, dude, I remember stepping on the track, man, with him
Yeah.
and Alex Fulton one day at track practice. Dog, I'm a sophomore. And I'm like, man, I'm about to blow these cats out the water. Wrong answer, dog. These cats, when I tell you smoke them, they rolled me, bro. They rolled me, dog. So
Ah,
from that point on, man, I made it my destiny, bro, to beat these dudes, bro. And do you know, man, as a junior, them dudes couldn't touch me, dog. They couldn't touch
yeah.
me on the track, Jay. Man, and man, like I said, I just dedicated everything, man, to being the greatest person and the greatest athlete that myself has known, bro. So that's just kind of, a little bit of tidbit about, why I do the things that I do and the way I am, man.
And to piggyback off of what he was saying, like, picking up the phone, man, is a big thing for some people, man. A lot of us, we deal with depression. A lot of us deal with like family situations. And one thing that I do want to say for sure, about Didi, that I want to give him his flowers for, man. It's been nice, man, y'all. I've dealt with heartbreak, man. I've dealt with
Oh yeah,
heartbreak, man. Didi
yeah.
Didi would pick up the phone, man. He would talk to me, man, and kind of, I like to talk about that love thing. And so Didi
Yeah.
Didi would, he'd be talking to me, man, about relationships and family, and to his credit, man, I've always admired Didi. He has a beautiful family, man, and he did it the right way. And I did a lot of things the wrong way. And so for me, it's the things that Didi has, like as far as a family and marriage and stuff like that. I want that for myself, man. So I always have looked up to Didi, and he's always been there for me when I want to figure out how to reverse the things that I'm doing wrong. So man, again, brother, I'm gonna give you flowers, man. I love you, man.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna touch on something right quick, and you may not remember this. You may not, bro. Man, I was in college, bro.
Uh-huh.
Phone rang. It's Jay. Hey, brother, I need your blessing, man. I said, blessing for what, man? Man, I like this girl. I said, okay, what's the deal, man? What's the deal? Man, the girl you used to date. I'm like, oh, Jay, come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Woo!
You
I do
know, I ain't
remember
gonna
that.
drop no names, but you know who I'm
Yeah, yeah.
talking about, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I say, hey man, look, bro, bro, hey man, you got my respect, bro. Do your thing, man. I ain't no
Yeah.
hating on this end, bro. Do your thing, bro.
Hey, because okay, so what a lot of people don't understand is y'all, when y'all out there doing those things out there, everybody is not cool with that, man. So you got to make sure that
Yeah,
the code, you got to pick the phone and
yeah,
be like,
yeah.
hey, look, this what's going on, y'all. So hey, look, gotta respect the code, man.
Yeah, yeah, straight up, bro. Straight up, man. That's what
Yeah.
I say. When I got off the phone, I just shook my head. I say, man, my boy Jay, man, this boy.
Gotta respect the code, y'all. Hey, look, so if y'all don't learn nothing else, y'all gotta respect the code. Some of y'all not respecting the code though. Y'all not respecting the code. Just putting that out
Yeah,
there. So
yeah, yeah.
so outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like um, you know, your football career. Let's talk a little bit about your football career, and then we're gonna segue into like, family stuff post career.
Okay. Um, yeah, man. So I moved to Willis, I think about 98, 99, somewhere in there. Actually,
Mhm.
it was earlier than that, about 97. Kind of Michael Bishop was having his run in Willis. But I was young, man. I was seventh grade. Um, Man, and I came in and I didn't know anybody. You know how there's been a new kid on the block, man. Sometimes the only way to get your respect is on the field. Um, so man, I stepped in. I played running back. Man, I ended up being a starting running back at seventh, eighth grade, bro, and led on into high school. Man, as my freshman year, I think I had like 32 rushing touchdowns as a freshman. On the freshman team. Sophomore year, man, I got bumped up to varsity. I mean, I was still kind of young, man. I was so much of an athlete, bro. They really didn't know where to put me.
Yeah.
So I played a lot of in between positions, safety, still played some linebacker, rover
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And I was never just comfortable, man. Um, so so then Coach Moody came in and Coach Moody was like, hey man, you're gonna be a linebacker. I'm like, dude, I ain't no linebacker. He said, no, bro, you hit too hard to not
Came
be
with
a
the
linebacker.
boom. Came with
Yeah.
the boom. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So he was like, "You hit too hard to not be a linebacker." He said, "You're too physical." I'm like, "Coach, I want to play running back." He was like, "No, man." He said, "I've been doing this a long time, dude. With your speed and skill on defense,
Mhm.
it's gonna take you where you need to go." So
Yeah.
I trusted him, man. I trusted him, and man, I ended up making Rivals top 100 at outside
Mhm.
linebacker, slash strong safety. Um, Man, I remember going to the Baylor camp, bro. Man, we look. I talk about how poor we was, bro. My mama drove us up there in about a '93 Chevy Malibu, dog. I'm talking about it was. Hey, bro, I didn't have man a waffle. I didn't have no waffles. I ain't had no track cleats, no track spikes, or nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I jumped on the field, man. I ran a 4.41 and some Air Maxes.
That's
Kevin
crazy.
Steele, Kevin Steele looked at me. He was like, did you just run a 4.41 in those shoes? I said, yes, sir. He
That's
said, I don't
crazy.
need to see no, he said, I don't need to see no more. They brought me in the office, man. They offered me a full ride on the spot. So after that, man, it's just like, man, I think I had like 26 full ride offers coming out of high school. I could have probably went anywhere except for UT. UT's probably one of the only schools that didn't offer me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna segue into that in a minute, how things work out. But yeah, man. So I ended up signing my letter of intent. I think my last three colleges were Iowa State, A&M, and Baylor.
Mm.
Um, So I ended up signing my letter of intent with Baylor, man. I'm thinking everything was cool, you know. But Jay, like you talk about, man, that love train, man. I dated this girl, bro, and man, she had my nose wide open. So I never took an ACT, never took a SAT score, never had one coming out of high school.
Yeah.
So it was time for me to report to training camp, man. They called me, said, "Hey, man, you can't come." I'm like, "What you mean I can't come?" He's like, "You have no test scores." I'm like, "What?" So man, that's how I ended up going to Kilgore. I took the JUCO route. Got there, man. I was 189 pounds, bro. No bull
Yeah.
count. 189 pounds. Uh, I remember, man, going into practice and they put me on scout team. Man, every time the guard would pull, I would shoot the gap, hitting the running back in the mouth, bro. Man, dude, I'm telling you, Coach Reeves was like, what? Like somebody's got to stop this kid. Wasn't no stopping me, bro. I was a dog. I was hungry, Jay. I was hungry. So we had a two the Coop was the linebacker. He'd been there for 2 years already. Oh, well, he's in the second year. He'd been the starting linebacker there since he got there. Coach Reeves pulled us in the office and said, "Hey man, look, I'm at a tough decision. I don't know which one of you guys will start." So he
Yeah.
was like, "But Terry, I'm gonna start you." I'm 189 pounds, bro, playing starting outside linebacker at a school that I wasn't even supposed to be at.
Yeah.
So, lo and behold, man, I get in there and I do my thing, man. And after one season, bro, I was like, man, this ain't me, bro. I don't want to be here, man. You know, JUCO, man, JUCO full of thugs, bro. Like, if you ain't never lived in that environment, bro, it's tough. Like, it is very tough, man. And it ain't no upscale facilities or nothing like that. It's the lowest of the lowest, you know. Um, so, man,
Last chance you was right.
yeah,
Last chance
bro.
you was right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
right, bro. That 100%.
Yeah.
So, but Jay, I knew I was smart, man. I knew I was
Yeah.
smart. So I started calling schools, like, what can I do to get into your program? They're like, well, look, you're still ineligible, but if you get here, you can sit out a year. And they say,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm like, okay, what's your requirements?
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of homesick too. So Sam Houston was like, hey, look, if you got a 3.8 GPA and you got 14 credit hours, you can transfer in. I'm like, well, hell yeah. So I had a 4.0 in 18 hours, bro.
Yeah.
I was in the books, man. Transferred to Sam. The day I walk in, Coach Random's like, God, dude, like, how are you so lean? How are you so chiseled? I was like, Coach, man, I work, Coach. Like, that's
Yeah.
all it is. I just work out, man. Um, so, man, even then, man, I got that opportunity. I was in Sam. I was enrolled in classes. I couldn't participate in no sports, so I
Yeah.
had no money coming in from any outside source. So I just had to work. And man, one of my good friends, Ashley Mosier, man, I love Ashley like she's my sister, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Her mom gave me a job at the she worked at this endoscopy clinic. And dude, I tell you, blessing, bro. They even gave me a car to drive back and forth to school, bro. This is no lie.
Man.
Uh, yeah, man. I'm talking about true
Yeah.
blessing, man. So I'm working there, man, going to school every day, man, and it's crazy because all these women seeing me in scrubs every day, and they're like, okay, this dude here got some doctor status, man. I ain't tell them no different.
You ain't supposed
Hey,
to. You ain't
but
supposed
bro,
to.
they didn't know I didn't have $100 in my bank account.
Hey, that's how you do it, though. Hey, baby.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I
man.
like I like to talk to you, but
so, so yeah, man. So a little bit of time passed, man, and I ended up linking up with Adam Wooten, man. Woo was Big 12 Freshman of the Year at A&M. He transferred to Sam. He
hold on.
Yeah,
Track God.
yes,
Another
track God,
track
bro.
God.
Yeah, bro, just dog on the track. I think he was like ran like a 10.18 as a
Yeah.
freshman or something. I mean, this is late 90s, early 2000s, man, when you don't hear that kind of speed, you know. Um, yeah, so me and him ended up linking up, and he was like, "Well, D, I can't run for a year too." He said, "Sam Houston's got a invitational track meet. Let's put together a squad." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Hell yeah, bro!" So me and him battling back and forth. We talking noise. He like, "Ain't no way you faster than me, bro." And at the time, I didn't know this cat was like world class Olympic type speed. So
Yeah.
you know me, I'm I'm come from Willis, bro. Everybody know me. I got my clout,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
man, bro. So I say, nah, bro, I'm running second leg. He said, nah, I'm running second leg. You running anchor. All right, bro, whatever. So my boy T. Lee, he went to Galveston Ball. He was at Sam.
Yeah.
He was in eligible too because he transferred in. And
Mhm.
then we had Adrian Ray. A Ray was A Ray was a sprinter. He was a hurdler. He posted some top 10 times in the world.
Yeah.
I think in 03, 04, something like that. But we put him on our lead off. And anyway, dude, we ended up winning the whole track meet, dog.
Mhm.
Blasted everybody at the meet. Coach Collier was like, "Hey, look, man, all you guys are on the track team." So and from that point on, bro, we went on to we started what's going on now at Sam Houston State, bro. I think I graduated with 3 rings, and my wife, I think she got like 6 collegiate track rings, bro.
Yeah.
So we started that whole deal at Sam Houston, man. Um, so then at this point, man, I'm kind of making a decision: do I still want to play football, or do I just want to stay on the track?
Yeah.
Um, so man, so football came back around and reached out to me and said, "Hey, look, you can start this spring. We're gonna give you a little bit of money, to kind of help cushion the blow, um, some of these expenses." So I'm like, hell yeah, man, that's awesome. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Um, so my godparents, they were kind of big in my life too at the time. So they found me a place to live in Huntsville, so I didn't have to keep driving back and forth and all that type of stuff. So I'm living in Huntsville, man, and I'm going to school. I'm participating in sports and stuff, man. So it was still I was still in kind of one of those situations, man, where on the field they just didn't know where to put me, bro.
Yeah.
Um, so I ended up playing played some free safety, some strong safety behind Paul Donaldson. Um, and man, it just wasn't a fit for me, bro. As talented as I was, as athletic as I was, man, and that spring, dude, I think I ran a 4.25 that spring, and
Yeah.
and
I
now I'm
remember
like,
that.
yeah,
I
I'm
remember that.
like 198 pounds at this point, bro. I'm almost 200 pounds, and I'm running a 4.25. Um, and that nobody believed it, so they made me run it again. I think my second time around, like a 4.27.
Yeah.
So they put me at outside linebacker, and like, bro, like, I mean, yeah, I was good at that position, bro, but that is very light to be outside linebacker in any collegiate program.
Yeah.
Um, so we had a running back quit, man. Running back quit. He went to transfer to some school. Didn't tell anybody. He just left. So they were like, "Hey, D, you played some running back in high school, right?" I said, "Yeah, man. Like, that's my groove, bro. That's my calling. That's what I want
Yeah.
to be." Well, man, every time something in your life comes positive, man, something negative is going to follow it. Um, man, so I ended up getting into a fight, man. I got kicked out of school. A lot of people don't even know this, man. I got kicked out of
Yeah.
school, bro. Um, and the president was like, "Hey, look, man, you can't even be within 100 yards of another college student." I'm like, "Man, how am I supposed to fulfill my obligations as an athlete and as a student?" He was like, "My advice is to get out of Huntsville." So now, bro, I'm back in Willis, Texas, bro. Um, Back in Willis. I'm struggling, man. I'm fighting demons every day. I'm in this whole depression state, man. Like, what's gonna go on in my life at this point, man? I
Yeah.
I just had no idea. So luckily, man, thank God, Miss Thompson, man. Miss Thompson, she's the assistant athletic coordinator at Sam. Dude, this lady is, dude, she's a beautiful soul,
Oh,
man.
she's sweet lady.
Beautiful
I know
soul.
you talking
Yes,
about.
yes,
Yeah.
beautiful soul. She called
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
one day. She said, "Hey, D, um, I got this lawyer who wants to speak with you." She said, "Legally, I can't initiate it. He wanted your information, so I passed it on. I'm passing it on."
Mhm.
So, sure enough, man, I met with the guy. Man, lo and behold, man, how good God is, man. I got out of that situation, Jay, but I was suspended for 2 games. I couldn't play for 2 games.
Yeah.
So I missed the Bacone game, which is the first game. Those little warm up games.
Yeah.
You match it. You play a school, you gonna beat 100 to nothing,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
think we beat them like 77-0, bro. So the first game back, the second game was the SMU game.
Yeah.
Uh, Man, I wasn't even supposed to play, bro. I'm standing on the sideline, man, and Bobby Williams comes up. We getting drugged, Jay. We getting drugged like 21 nothing. Bobby
Yeah.
Williams comes up. He's like, "Hey, you got your uniform?" I said, yeah, coach. I said, yes, sir, but I'm not supposed to play. He goes, no, you're playing. Threw me in that, threw me in that boy second quarter, right? Second quarter, Jay, I go in that boy, man. And I'm telling you, bro, I ain't touched the ball in the backfield since I was literally in high school, bro.
Yeah.
Man, ended up with like 121 yards on 18 carries and two
Yeah.
touchdowns. So they like, okay, what's going on here? So SMU beat us, but they only beat us like 24-21 or something. It was like a real close game, you know.
Hold,
Uh,
hold on, hold on, Didi. You gotta make sure they know that at the time SMU was big D1 and what was SHSU? What were
man,
y'all
we
classified
still
as?
D1 AA. We still D1
Hey,
AA.
hey,
So,
put some respect on it, y'all. Put some
oh
respect
yeah,
on it.
yeah. So even more crazier, the next week, bro, we got UT in Austin. Now, this is '06. They won that championship in '05. Come out, bro. Man, I walk out. It's like a rat in a snake pit, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. Like, I mean, there's 55,000 fans in the stand.
Hold on, just say Didi. I gotta tell them one thing. Which,
What's
by the
that?
way, what Didi didn't know is shout out to Michael Griffin. I know Michael Griffin, and I was talking so much trash to Michael Griffin that week before they played. I said, "That's why my boy gonna run over y'all, man. My boy gonna dog y'all, man. He gonna get y'all the business." And I didn't even tell Didi this, but see, this is the first time people hearing this story. Shout out to Michael
Yeah.
Griffin, man. I was talking trash though, y'all.
Hey,
Here we go.
Griffin was a dog though. That boy was a dog. He was a
Yeah, yeah,
dog. I can't take nothing from him. He was a dog, boy.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, man. So man, game starts, bro, and man, I'm surprised, dude. Our linemen are just freaking flying. I mean, they're rolling off the ball, bro. So man,
yeah,
like a long story short, man, I ended up with 128 yards on 21 carries, bro,
yeah.
against the defending national championship Texas Longhorns, bro. So after the game, Mac Brown comes up to me. He said, young man, where you from?" I said, "Willis, Texas." He said, "Willis, Texas? How did I overlook you coming out of high school?" I said, "Probably because I was an outside linebacker." He
Yeah.
looked at me like, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "No, sir, I'm not." Shook my hand. He said, "Hey, this won't be the last time you hear from me." I said, "Yes, sir." So, man, anyways, go through, finish the season up, man. Ended up with 1,328 yards in 7.5 games. Uh, man, I think I had 5 games where I had over 250 yards rushing back to back.
Mhm.
Um, I was run up for the Doak Walker Award. I was male athlete of the year in track as well as football. Um, Man, just all kind of accolades, bro. And now, I'm starting to get some national attention. I get some agents calling me and, want to visit with me and just all kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, I never meant for all this to happen, bro. I never
Yeah,
did, Jay. Man, I've always had a passion for sports, but
for sure.
I never meant for it to happen the way it's happening. But it's like it's coming to me, bro, like full
Yeah,
fold. So at this point, man, I'm like just embracing all of it. Um, so I get this company out of Orange County, California, Rep One Sports. They called
mm,
me at the time, man. They had Roethlisberger, Larry Allen. They had a bunch of like big name guys, man. So I'm like, man, how is this guy gonna help me? He's got all these guys. He ain't worried about me.
yeah,
But I trusted him and I signed with him. Um, Bruce and Ron told him, give a shout out to those guys over there, man. Um, so man, I ended up the draft, man. I worked out with Danny Arnold down at Plex in Sugar Land.
mhm,
Man, that was a great experience for me. I worked out with a lot of guys: Brian Robinson, Amar Bradshaw,
yeah,
Lance Berkman. That was all kinds of guys, man. So, I'm kind of starstruck at this point because I'm surrounded by these great athletes, bro. Julius Peppers, man. That's the first time I met that guy. That guy there was freaking. He was huge,
massive,
bro.
massive. Yeah,
Massive, bro. Massive.
massive. Yeah,
Uh, so so, man, after all that kind of transpired, man, it's time for the draft to happen in April, man. I'm getting, calls during the draft, man. The Green Bay Packers called me in like third round. They're like, "Hey, man, look, we're gonna take you in the fourth round as a safety." I'm like, "Hell yeah, let's go, let's ride with it." I
yeah,
get the Giants call me. They want to take me as a running back. There's just a bunch of different teams calling me, man, trying to fill me out. Nobody ended up picking me. We got to the second day, same thing, getting a bunch of teams calling me. Um, so finally, man, the Jacksonville Jaguars called. They're like, "Hey, look, we're gonna take you at the top of the seventh." I'm like, "All right, cool, no big deal. I ain't sweating at this point. I've been lied to by
A
31 other
million people.
teams. So yeah, so I ain't even sweating. I mean, I'm not even sweating at this point. Um, so they didn't take me to the top of the seventh. They ended up picking a defensive end, and so after the draft was over, man, my phone was like literally blowing up, man. It's like I'm talking about. There's so many calls coming in. I'm screening calls.
Yeah.
So I called my agent. I'm like, hey, look, man, you got to take some of these calls, man, because I can't answer all of them. Um, so I had another phone at the time. Um, so I started forwarding all of them calls to my other phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
so man, just so happened, man. So Kenley Polar, which is Troy Polamalu's uncle, he was the running back coach at Jacksonville.
Mhm.
He was Bo Jackson's fullback at Tampa, and
Mm.
yeah, man. So he called me and said, "Hey, young man, we're interested in you here in Jacksonville. We want you, bro. Like, we didn't take you in the draft, but we got big plans for you. Um, we're gonna send you a little money. So let's get this done." So man, I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, cool. Fax my contract over. I'm like, golly, man, I ain't never seen these kind of numbers in my life, bro. So I'm like, okay, this is what's up. So I sign, man, boop de whoop. They send me a little, I get my little guaranteed money. I'm a contract deal. I'm off to Jacksonville. So let me tell you how things work, bro. Flying lands in Jacksonville. I
Hmm.
take the shuttle to the stadium. I'm walking into the stadium. Maurice Jones-Drew standing out front doing a little interview or whatever. He was like, "Which one of y'all the new running back?" I'm like, "That's me." He says, "Where you from?" I said, "Man, you ain't never heard of where I'm from." He said, "No, where you from, man?" I said, "I'm from Texas." "What part of Texas?" "Willis, Texas." He said, "Willis, Texas?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Hey, man, you know a guy named Bubba?" I say, Eric Hatcher, bro. This is swear to God. This is real live story, bro. This is honest God truth, man. This one
Yeah.
telling you the caliber athlete Eric Hatchett was, bro, and people don't give him enough flowers for it, bro. So you got Maurice Jones-Drew, of
Yeah.
all people in the world. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, a place I've never been in my life,
Yeah.
and Maurice asked me if I know Bubba. I'm like, dude, he's like my brother, man. He was my neighbor growing up all through school, man. Like, he was like, dude, that is the coldest running back I have ever seen. Like,
And
straight up.
and for those of y'all that don't know, Eric Hatchett was at L.A. Pierce College in L.A. when
Yes.
Maurice Jones-Drew was at UCLA. And
Yes.
for a guy that's currently playing for UCLA to recognize a guy that's at junior college cutting it up like that, that says a lot.
Yeah,
That
bro,
says
it's
a lot.
it's crazy. So when
Yeah.
Bubba was at LA Pierce, man, he was like, yeah, dude. He's like, I kept hearing about this cat.
Hmm.
So me and some teammates drove over to check him out. It's
Yeah.
like this guy was like 90% of their offense, bro. Like, yeah, straight up. And Maurice was like, dude, like, he's like, this guy's ready for the NFL right now.
For
So,
sure.
so man, so I'm like, man, this is crazy, man. So immediately, um, I go to call Bubba, he in his little situation. I ain't gonna get on all that, but you
Yeah.
know, uh, yeah, man. So I'm like, golly, I'm like, this is just crazy to me, bro. So,
Yeah.
man, we get in, I get all settled in and everything, man. About 2 weeks pass. It's we in camp, bro. So I think I went through 5 roommates in the 2 weeks, bro. So I'm like, every day they knocking on my door. Hey, man, bring your playbook. I'm like, golly, you know.
Yeah.
So, uh, so man, I'm terrified. I'm like, man, I've never really seen these kind of plays,
Hmm.
but one thing I always knew and I was grounded by was my work ethic. Like, I'm like, nobody's gonna outwork me, bro. And so man, I remember at one point in time, man, I broke the starting defense off, bro. I'm talking about for like 40 yards down the field. But
Yeah.
and I walked back. Man, Coach Polar, he didn't say nothing. I get back to the huddle. He walks up to me, grab me by the face mask. He called me rookie. He said, "Rookie, you do this shit again, you're on the first flight back to Willis, Texas."
No,
I'm
man,
like,
come on.
"Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Woo!
yeah." And I'm like, Willis ain't even got an airport, bro.
Hey, hey, send me the bush, baby. Send me the bush. Not a hobby. Send me the bush.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, so, yeah, man. Yeah, man. So after that, man, I kind of started getting in the swing of things, man. And people got to remember, man, me coming in Jacksonville, bro, there was 8 running backs already in the program, dog. There
Yeah,
was Derek Winbush, Maurice Jones-Drew, Fred Taylor,
yeah.
Alvin Pierman, LeBrandon Tofield, Greg Jones, who split time at fullback and tailback. Um,
Uh-oh. Diddy, we lost you. Diddy, we lost you again. Diddy, where'd you go? While Diddy's getting ready to come back, man. Hey, Diddy is just trying to tell y'all, you guys, man, y'all got to put some respect on Willis, Texas, man. There's a lot of great talent come out here. As y'all are getting to see right now, we got DJ Lagway lighting it up. You know what I'm saying? Great talent. But before DJ Lagway, there was a Derek Lagway, his daddy, who also played at Baylor, man. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to put some respect on some of these athletes' names out of here, man, because Willis, Texas might be a small place, but it's a place with a lot of talent, man. It's blessed with talent. It's a wealth of talent here. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Chris Platt, who also played for Baylor. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, hey man, y'all gotta start Googling some of these players, man. Just because it's a little pot don't mean that the pot ain't hot. So hey, look, I'm trying to tell y'all something because we got a lot of players getting ready to come up out of here too. Uh
yeah.
all right, there go Didi. There go Didi, y'all.
Jay, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
Uh, yeah, man. So yeah, man. It was just wild, man. Me being in that atmosphere, man, and just trying to take in the fact that I'm here with some of the greatest running backs, man, that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That I've witnessed on TV. That I never in a million years thought that that I could be even in the same vicinity of these guys, bro. Um, but yeah, man. As time went on, man, I kind of can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can y'all hear both of us? We can hear you. You can't hear me?
Yeah, I lost you on that feed, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see you. I just can't hear you, big dog.
Okay, hold on just a second. I'm give me a second. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you at all, bro.
Hold on, let me see something. Can
Hold on, let me
uh
go.
all right, can you hear me now? Hold on just a second. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, bro. I don't know what happened. We got.
Hold on. Hey, I'm a,
I
I'm
still
a
can't hear you, big dog.
hey, I'm a check the chat real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna text you. Hold on. Yeah,
Hey, hold on one second, Jay.
all right, so another thing too, like, you know what I'm saying, that y'all need to understand, you know what I'm saying, like when it comes to progression, man, and building you know what I'm saying, how you want to build, like, you know what I'm saying, like you got to stay focused on y'all hear these stories, man. We
Big
telling
dog.
them. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened, man.
Can you hear me now?
I'm still not hearing you.
Check, all right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me? Hold on. All right, can you hear me now? Hold on. I don't know what just happened. Still can't hear me?
Can you hear me now, bro?
I can hear you.
I still can't hear you.
Uh, hold on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Let me go to my thing here.
Okay, so while we work those kinks out, y'all look. Y'all got to make sure y'all understand, man, that if you want to be somewhere and you want to be impact somewhere in your life, man, y'all got to make sure, man, y'all ain't focused on what everybody got to say because everybody gonna have something to say. And to be honest with you, if you really want to be somewhere, it don't matter, man.
Hey, we back, bro. We back.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, we live, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know what
Let's
happened, man.
go.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
yeah, man. So yeah, bro. Yeah, so Coach Polo grabbed my face, man. Said, "You do that shit again, you going back to Willis?" I'm like, "Gang, okay, I can't do that no more." Uh, so, so yeah, man. So man, I ended up, making the team, going through the whole season, man. Man, everything was gravy, man. One of the best experiences of my life, man. Met some great guys. Um, just overall, like everything I imagined, the league being like. So
Yeah,
coming back, my second year is when the turmoil hit, bro. It was a roller coaster ride, man. Um, I signed my new contract. Uh, man, they Coach Polo called me in off season. He's like, "Hey, man, we just worked out Matt Forte." I was like, "Okay, nah, bro, it gets good. It gets good."
okay.
Jay, he tell me straight up, he was like, "Rookie." He called me rookie. Say, "Rookie, he's good, but he ain't as good as you are." And and I put this on my granny. I put on my granny everything I love, bro. This is what Kennedy Polar told me. He said,
Yeah,
"He's good, but he's not as good as you are."
yeah,
So I'm like, hell yeah. So he's like, "We're not gonna sign him." So, bro, they cut Alvin Pierman, they cut Tofield, and they kept me. Now they renegotiated my contract, bro. Assignment to like 3.6. I'm
yeah,
like, okay, now this is where I want to be. This
yeah,
is where I want to be, right? So, man, Coach Polar called me in one day. He was like, "Rookie, man, we need to talk." I said, "Okay." He said, "Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Del Rio don't want you here. He don't like small. He don't like small school guys. He's like, he don't want you here." I'm like, "Fuck, man. Like, so what do I do? Like, what do I do?" He said, "Look, just keep working. Just keep working, and um, everything's gonna take care of itself." So at this time, Wayne Weaver, the owner, give Del Rio half the GM power as well as the head coach. So, man, everything's gravy. I'm going through camp. At this time, I'm a free agent, really. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a free agent. But that's before I signed my contract. I'm sorry. I was still a free agent going through camp. Kansas City Chiefs called me. Like, "Hey, we want you in Kansas City. Like, can you be here like in 2 days?" I'm like, "Man, dude, I'm in Jacksonville. Like, I know the system here, bro. Like, why leave?" Um, so Jamal Charles had broke his ankle at the time, and the only thing they had over there was Jackie Battle.
yeah,
So um, I said, nah, man, I'm gonna stay in Jacksonville, right? So so then like the next week is when they said, hey, look, we're gonna renegotiate your contract, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm locked in. I'm locked in. So I'm going through camp, bro, and it's literally me, Fred, and Maurice taking the snaps, like, and no other backs here. All of a sudden, bro, they bring in Chauncey Washington from USC,
From
which is
USC.
which is
Yeah,
Del Rio's boy.
yeah,
So man, camp's good. Everything's good, bro. Like he ain't really showing me nothing that I ain't already seen from anybody else before. Like, um, man, I'm still clowning. I'm still clowning,
yeah.
bro. Uh, Shaq Harris called me in the office. This is the fourth weekend to preseason in the preseason. Called me in the office. Uh, so I'm sitting in my locker, man. Player personnel guy comes get me. I look at Fred Taylor. I say, Fred, I'm gone, bro. He's like, hell no. He's like, man, no, you ain't gone, bro. He's like, you work too hard. He said, you the hardest working dude here, bro. He's like, there's no
Yeah.
way. So, and let me remind you, bro, there was two guys on the team that had 3% body fat and less, and that was me and Greg Jones. Bro, AT, I went in that boy at 195, 196 pounds. In 5 weeks, I was 208 with 3% body fat. Like, I was mashing, bro. I was mashing, dog. Um, but so, anyways, I go see Shaq, man, and Shaq is like, "Look, Terry, man, I love you." He said, "I love you." He said, "I don't think this new kid has got what you've got." He said, "But Jack don't want you." I'm like, "God, dude, all right." So, hand him my playbook. He was like, "Look, keep your head up. This ain't the end of it." So, telling my stuff, man, pack all my stuff. Call my fiance. I'm like, hey, look, they just released me immediately, but she started crying. Oh my God! I'm like, look, man, it's cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm where God wants me to be. His plan is gonna be the ultimate plan. So we just gonna let it unfold the way it's gonna unfold. So packed up my SUV, bro. Man, it was a long 13 hours back to Texas, dog. So literally, I get home
Hmm.
and man, it was like a whole different world, man. Like I was, I'm back home, man. I'm back in, at the time we was living in the Woodlands, man. I'm like, I'm back in the Woodlands, bro. Like, you know, what's next? So, man, I think one of the hurricanes came in, Ike, Katrina, one of them. Um, Rick Smith calls me. Terry, you in
Yeah,
shape?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm in shape. This Rick Smith of the Houston Texans. I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? We want you in Houston. Do it.
Hmm.
Let's do it. So man, call me in for a workout. I go in for a workout, and they signed me. They signed me. So I'm going through practices every day, man. Like, and they like, oh my God, this kid's fast, bro. Like he's fast. So man, I'm just like, killing the first team defense. Just doing my thing, man. So after like 2 weeks, I'm all settled in. 2 weeks go by. Uh, Kubiak calls me in the office. Terry, you know why you're here, right? I said, yes, sir. I fully understand why I'm here. I got one job to do, and that's it. He said, okay. So he said, but this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna release you for 2 weeks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, by the way, y'all, this is the second time that y'all have heard Rick Smith's name. So that let y'all know how great Rick Smith was and is. Ain't that right, DD?
Yeah, yeah, man. Great, 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 great guy, man. So he called me. So Del was like, "Look, we're gonna release you for 2 weeks." We had one of our deep snappers tested positive for some stuff. We roster numbers can't change. We're gonna release you for a couple weeks. We're gonna bring you right back. I'm like, cool. So man, I'm like, I'm still in grind mode, anyways.
Yeah.
So the 2 weeks that I'm off, Baltimore Ravens called me. The Ravens called me. They're like, "Hey, look, we heard Houston just released you. We want you in Baltimore." I'm like, what? Yeah, we want you in Baltimore. So at the time, bro, my agent don't know none of this is going on, bro. He had no, I didn't know any of this was going on. So I
Yeah.
called my agent, like, hey man, Baltimore just called me. He was like, dude, what? I said, yeah, Baltimore just called me. He's like, what do they want? They want me in Baltimore. So, bro, it was so bad. It was so crazy, man. I hopped on a plane to go to Baltimore. I land in Baltimore, and Rick Smith is on the phone. No, no, don't leave Houston. Don't leave Houston, man. We want you back in Houston. Yeah, bro. He's like, we want you in Houston. Don't leave. We're gonna sign you right back. I'm like, Rick, man. They literally telling me I ain't even got to work out, bro. They just gonna they want me to take a physical, and they gonna sign me, bro. Because Ray Rice was in all that trouble he was in.
Yeah.
So, bro, I'm putting my bags in the limo. Put my bags in the limo. Rick Smith said, okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you some money to come back to Houston. I'm like, bet. So I asked the guy from Baltimore, hey man, what's on the table as far as a bonus?
Yeah.
Man, we can't discuss that right now. I say, look, I got to go where the money's at already. I done passed this deal up one time with Kansas City. I'm not letting it happen twice.
Yeah.
So jump on a plane back to Houston. Get back to Houston, bro. Everything good. I'm back in Houston for 2 weeks. They released me again. They released me again. So I'm like, okay, man. So what's next? Like, I'm asking God, like, God, man, what's in your plans for me? What's next, man? Bro, Seattle Seahawks call.
Yeah.
Hey, Carol, Terry, we want you to come out here and spend a week with us. Oh, word. Hell yeah. Hop on a flight. Bam, bro, I'm in Seattle. So get over there, man. Everything cool, man. Pete Carroll, boy, is one of the best guys I've ever met. Coach wise, I see why guys always say he's a player's coach, man. He is just like he's a great guy, man. I think,
Yeah.
man, I think he was like 60 years old, had like a 25-year-old girlfriend or something. But yeah, but the dude was phenomenal, man. So I get settled in, man. Like first couple days of workouts, um, man, he would do like a top five highlight reel every day.
Yeah.
So man, I made the top five every day, bro. So
Yeah.
Justin Forsett, he was like, Terry, man, I ain't calling you Terry. I'm calling you Octane. He said, bro, you too fast, man. He said, bro, yeah. So that's why I got the name Octane. So later when I started my Octane speed and performance business,
Yeah.
that's where the Octane came from. Came from Justin
Okay.
Forsett.
Shout out to
So
Justin Forsett, baby.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, man. So player personnel guy calls me in, man, and he was like, hey, D, um, man, we got a running back. Guy's last name was Love, man. I can't remember his first name. And they were like, hey, look, man, you're way better than this guy. He's under contract, though. That's the only issue. Like, we've got some money invested in him. We can't just release him. I'm like, God dang. They're like, but look, stay on the hook. We want you here. I'm like, all right, cool. So leave there, call my agent, man. A week or so go by. Me, you heard anything? No, I ain't heard nothing. So in the meantime, bro, um, Cardinals call. So bam, I'm headed to the Cardinals, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So get over there, had a decent workout, man. But I think they were into more of a bigger type of running back. And I was just, about 205 at the time. They weren't really built around a whole lot of speed, and that's not really what they were looking for, which was cool, They had their
Yeah.
own ideas. Um, Left there, came back home. Buffalo Bills call. Bro, you want to talk about the absolute worst workout I've ever had in my life, Jay? As
Buffalo?
athletes, man, we overcome adversity, bro. But this was one that, bro, the the minute I stepped in the bubble, I knew like this was not going to be a good workout.
Yeah.
Um, Man, our plane broke down. I think we flew at like 22,000 feet the whole way into Buffalo. It was a snowstorm. Um, yeah, man, we didn't get in till like 3 that morning. My workout was at 6:30. Complete jet lag, just
Yeah.
wore out, tired, bro. So man, after that, that workout was just shit. I told my agent, I said, hey man, look, don't look for no call back from them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna delete that number. So, yeah, yeah, man. So I get back home, man. I'm kind of working out, still doing my thing. Uh, the no, I went to Omaha later. That was in 2011, 2010, 2011. BC Lions, BC Lions over in Canada. They call, hey man,
Yeah.
Terry, we want you here. We want to sign you to a 2-year deal. So I tell my agent, say, man, look, I've already been in the league, man. 2 years already, bro. I'm not trying to go. to Canada. Canada's a black hole.
Yeah.
Once you go there, you don't make it back to the NFL. So he was
Hold on,
like,
hold on. We got to explain this to them because for those of y'all that don't know, when you go to Canada, even though the NFL contract it overrides the Canadian contract, you still have to sign for what was it? What 2 years, I believe.
yeah, it's typically a 2-year minimum deal.
Yeah, 2 year minimum deal. So for y'all that don't know, I it's hard when you go to Canada. It's harder to get back to the
Yeah,
to play because you have to. It's like it's any time type of big business. It's commitment.
risk
So
commitment, right?
yeah, you have to understand that. So okay, keep going. My bad.
Yeah, so I was like, man, look, I want a year with the option of a year, and they was like, okay, well, if we do that, then the money's not gonna be there. And I'm like, dude, they were offering me like BS number like 45 a year or something. I'm like, nah, but I'm not going to Canada for that, man. So um, that deal kind of went by me. Um, that deal kind of went by me. So at this point, man, I'm like, all right, look, I'm at home now for like 6 or 7 months, like,
Mhm.
still kind of doing my thing, working out. Nobody's called, nobody's called. So I was like, look, tell me, I said, man, look, I'm just going to start kind of giving back. So that's why I went into coaching, and
Yeah,
teaching, landed a job at Willis. Um, but bro, craziest thing is, man, I signed my contract at Willis. As I'm walking into school, my phone's ringing. This first day of school, phone's ringing. I'm like, who is this, man? Answer the phone. Diddy Terry, Shaq Harris, Detroit Lions. I'm like, bro, you have got to be shitting me. This is not happening right now, bro. So he was like, you in shape? I was like, yes, sir, I'm in shape. I said, I'm always in shape. I say, but Shaq, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I got a little hamstring issue right now.
yeah,
And which I did, man. I did my hamstring was kind of tweaked, man. Um, and he was like, "Look, get that straight. Call me back in 2 weeks." All
yeah,
right, deal. So got that straight, man. Called him back. He was like, "Man, look, we moved on with some other things, but I appreciate you hitting me back." He's like, "Man, I've always liked you, blah blah blah." I said, "Yes, sir, I get it. I understand. No big deals." So make it through the whole school year at Willis, man. That summer, I think summer like May, it was like May 2010, May 2011. Um, I get a call from Dale Sunquist, the head
mhm,
coach from the Omaha Nighthawks, the UFL team. He called me, hey man, we got an open workout at U of H. We want you there. So, all right, cool. So, man, I go there. Jay, man, it's like 30 running backs here, bro. I'm like, God dang, man. And like, I'm talking about witches from all age groups, bro, from 18 to 40. It was nuts, man.
yeah,
Craziest thing I ever seen. And so we're doing these basic, like bag drills and stuff, bro, and nobody can get these bags. Like, nobody can figure it out. So I'm at the back of the line. I'm like, man, I walk all the guy was like, can anybody do the drill? So I walk up there, bam, beat speed through the drill. And man, after that, they were like, man, this dude's nuts, man. This dude's nuts. I'm out here two-stepping the linebackers, bam, catching routes on everybody.
yeah,
So, man, Sunquest was like, all right, look, I done seen enough. We're gonna sign you. No big, we're gonna sign you. It's all
yeah,
good. So, sure enough, man, they signed me. On my way to Omaha. Get to Omaha, man. I'm on the plane, get up there, and we're taking a bus to the stadium where we're working out and stuff. Dude, there is Tony Dorsett Jr., which is a freak of nature, dude. This kid, I think he's probably 30 at the time.
yeah.
Just shredded up, bro. Shredded
Play
up.
play for the Raiders, right?
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
Cowboys, yeah.
yeah,
Shredded
yeah,
up, bro.
yeah,
So uh, I'm like, God dang, dude, like this is nuts. Jeff Garcia was a quarterback. Uh, yeah, bro. Yeah, it was like an old timers reunion, bro. It was insane. So So yeah, man. So I get there with all these guys, man, and I'm studying meeting guys. Amar Green from Texans, he was there.
yeah,
He had a nephew who was there. His nephew or cousin one, he was there. He was a cool cat. Me and him really clicked a lot. Um, yeah, man. So everything's cool, man. We're playing. I think I get about 6 weeks in the season,
yeah,
and man, I was practice one day, did a jump cut, defensive end, went uphill, linebacker came down, bam, hit the linebacker, safety came down, bam, hit the safety. All of a sudden, I got hit from the back, and like a shockwave went through my hips, back, everything, like nothing I ever felt before. Literally could not get off the ground. So I'm like, God, dude, this is where it ends, bro. This is it. So I get up, go to the training room and all that stuff, man. They're like, hey, look, we got to take you in for an MRI. So go in for an MRI. MRI comes back. They're like, dude, and I could, Jay, I'm telling you, bro, I could not even move like anything lower. It was bad. So they're like, look,
Yeah.
that's severe swelling around your spine. You tore some ligaments in your lower back. You're gonna be
Mm.
out for the season. I'm like, all right, cool. So they send me to Indianapolis with Dr. James Andrews. Send me over
Ah,
there with him. Spent, man, like the rest of the season over there with him. Man, Jay, like it was just crazy because when I left there, I was headed back to Omaha, and they were gonna, sign my new contract or whatever. Um, man, I got to the airport, bro. Called my wife. I'm like, hey, look, I'm done. Like I'm done, bro. Like I don't want to do this no more. So I booked the flight, came back to Houston, bro. Um, and man, it was just crazy because even though I'd been through all that, it was like, man, when I was done, I was done. I didn't want to keep chasing this dream no more. I met some great people along the way. My boy Kenny Petway, lived in the Woodlands. He was in Jacksonville. He played, I think, 2 or 3 years at Green Bay with the Texans. He and I, man, we still link up, fish together a lot. He comes out deer hunts at our place a lot. I met some great guys, man. But man, it's just one of those things, bro. Like, well, people don't talk about it as much, Jay. Man, I went through like a state of depression, bro. Like I was just unsure where my life was gonna turn, because for the last 4 or 5 years, bro, like football has been the breadwinner for me. Like it's paid for everything in my life, man. I had no idea where I was gonna go or where it was gonna end up.
yeah.
And man, I've made good money. I've met all these friends, but man, like Manziel said, and his whole you know um, story, man, like when you're at the top, bro, you're so lonely. Like you're lonely. You've got friends that you can call, but it's lonely up there, bro, because yes, you're making money, but money don't fulfill a lot of voids, bro. Um, yes, these guys on your teammates, they want to help you, but how much do they really want to help you? Because they're trying to secure that job. And if y'all in the same role, they're not really trying to help you take their job either.
Sure.
So man, yeah, man, I wouldn't I wasn't like gonna go on no, $5 million cocaine binge or nothing like that. but 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 man, like it was lonely, man. It's lonely at the top, bro. That's honest God truth, man. And and I get it. A lot of your friends like like we would talk and stuff, Jay,
Yeah.
but it was different, man. You got so many phone calls from people, man, that you ain't talked to in years.
That
Everybody's
you
calling
that
you.
you know don't care about you.
Yeah,
That you know
everybody's
don't care.
calling
Yeah.
you. Everybody's needing something, man. You know, your family's still your family. They were the same way they are now when you
Yeah.
left. So, they need stuff.
Yeah.
Uh Man, it was like, it was a blessing and a curse at the same time. Um, but I tell you, I'm gonna kind of get into this, man. What a lot of people don't know about me, bro. Like, I'm a cowboy. Like, I
Yeah.
raise
Yeah.
cows. I got horses. Like, so man, I laid on the couch, man. Like, I'm talking for months, bro. Just I'm like Anthony Hamilton. I ain't bathed, can't shave. You know, like that's what it was like, man. And one day my
Yeah.
wife was like, "You got to get up." What? She's like, "You got to get up. What are you gonna do?" So, man, my wife bought me a stainless steel grill for my birthday,
Yeah.
and man, I never used it. I took it back, and she said, "Why'd you take the grill back?" I say, "That's something else I want." She said, "What?" Man, I went and bought me another horse, bro. Man, I ain't lying, Jay. I ain't lying, man. I took that money from that grill, put some more money together, went and bought me another roping horse, bro.
Yeah.
And man, start back rodeoing. Like, and that fulfilled my void that I was missing from football, man. It gave me that competitive edge. Country people are some of the most down home, honest people you'll ever meet. So I was able to surround myself with a lot more like-minded people.
Yeah.
Man, big KT, man, give a boy a shout out to my boy KT, man. Uh, Dog, he helped me overcome a bunch of shit, man, just in the rodeo arena, man.
Shout
You
out
know,
to
we
Big Hurt, man. Shout out to Big
yeah,
Hurt. The Big
yeah,
Hurt.
man.
Shout out to Big Hurt.
We was able to link up and rope, man. And he built the arena at his house, and man, we roped a lot, bro. I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
Hit the road, and man, so that boy for me was Field, man. It was Field, man. I was able to, compete again, and that felt so good, man. And then, after all that was done, man, and I still rope a bunch now, but I started having kids, man. So my dynamic for life really shifted and changed, man. I wasn't, you know, I kind of forgot about football. I don't watch pro football now to this day. College
Yeah. Yeah.
football, love it. I watch it all day, every Saturday. Pro football, can't stand to watch it.
So,
Uh,
so let me, and I don't mean to interrupt you,
no, you
but
good, you good.
I'm glad you said that, man, because like what I'm learning, and I'm learning, and have been trying for the last couple of weeks to get better. It's okay to be open, with your emotions, and how you feel about things, but you can't do it with everybody. But
Right.
the fact that you said that you don't watch pro football, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't watch pro football that much either because I understand that it is solely a business.
Yes,
And once you
yes.
realize that how big of a business it is, like those players that a lot of people are screaming about and they're celebrating, and they got them on the fan duel and the DraftKings and stuff, like being around some of them, they have more problems than we do. So
Oh
when
yeah.
y'all are yelling and screaming about them not catching the ball and them not performing, they're not performing probably because they have stuff going on in their life. They're not
Right.
performing because they're under pressure because of the money they received. They're not performing because they have people that are around them sucking them dry because of the money that they receive.
Yep.
And and I think that it's very important. And I'm glad you brought that up, the mental aspect of it. Man, y'all stay off these social media sites, dog. Like crashing these athletes, man. They don't need that. They got enough stuff going on, man. But a lot of y'all gonna keep doing it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And y'all not
Yeah.
understanding that you sacrifice and you lose so much trying to obtain a goal that what we feel like is glamour. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. I'm glad you said that, bro, because my next question for you, my next question for you is gonna be a very, very important one because we got track and field fans out here.
Oh
We got track
yeah.
and field fans out here. Didi, because I know what my answer is. I gotta ask you though, because
What
I'm
that is?
if you would have known that football would have been the way that it was, and you could just sit there and train and train and train and possibly get close to a world record or even possibly break a world record, would you have ran track over football if the money would have been there?
Jay, man, you know my love for track, bro.
For
So
sure.
so whenever I was done playing ball, and I went back and finished my degree. I had 1 year of eligibility left in indoor track.
Yeah.
Dude, I tried and tried and tried to get back into the swing of things with track. NCAA wouldn't reinstate my eligibility. So that's why I didn't go back and finish running track. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this: I think that I could have been on the platform of greatness as far as track and field.
I
Um,
agree. I
I've
agree.
never, I've never had a true tracks off season. I've never had one in my entire life because I was always a dual sport athlete. So I went from one sport straight to another. Um, and the greatest accomplishments I ever had with track and field was getting to Sam Houston and being under Coach Self because I learned so much about the dynamics of the sport, bro. I
Yeah.
had a crazy imbalance. As fast as I was, bro, I had a crazy imbalance and I never even knew it. And that's why I always suffered from so many hamstring issues, bro.
Yeah.
It naturally there's an 80-20 imbalance quads over hamstrings.
Mhm.
So you got to balance that out. And I never knew that. On top of the mechanics I had, my mechanics were way wrong. Nobody ever told me that because I was always the fastest.
Yeah.
So being there under him, man, taught me so much about running. Um, and I think, man, again, bro, I was running 46 quarters at 200 pounds, bro.
I already
You
know
know what
that.
I'm saying? Like that's crazy. I'm talking about, me. I carry a lot of muscle, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's one thing Adam always told me is like, D, man, I don't think you'll ever be as fast as you want to be because you got too much muscle. That at some point in time that does restrict you, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, but I think aside from that, man, if I could have really slimmed down and got to like 175, 180 and been under the training I was with Coach Self, yeah,
Mhm.
I do. I think the sky would have been the limit for track and field. Because what people don't understand, man, as fast as I was, bro, my ability to be explosive was just insane, bro. I mean, it was, I think in a 10 yard sprint, I think, man, it was less than 1 second or something. It was just dumb fast. But, um, but yeah, man, yes, to answer my question, yes, I would have chosen track over football any day of the week. And I told you, like I said in the beginning of this, bro, I never wanted to happen with football what happened. I never
Yeah.
had a desire to. It's just I was good at something. Um, it God led me in that way, so I went in that direction. My kids now, my son, my daughter, man, they are beasts on the track, bro. I mean, like phenoms at such an early age. Tell my son, hey son, you don't have to play football. Don't play football
Yeah.
because I play football. But I've been training them since they were 4 years old. When they step on the track, bro, you can look at that technique and say, oh crap, these kids know something. You
Yeah.
know,
For sure.
and I'll say this 100 times over, bro. Track and speed are the foundation and building blocks to be any great athlete
Yeah.
in any sport. That
Yeah.
that
For
is the
sure.
foundation. That's where it starts. So, yeah, man, answer your question, absolutely, bro. But hey, man, I got a question for you, bro.
Uh oh.
so,
Let's go.
my, well, more of a comment, more. So, man, people don't understand.
Mhm.
So, my boy Jay here signs an Adidas contract, track and
Yeah.
field. This guy acted as his own agent with two cell phones. How do you pull that off, bro? How do you pull that off?
So look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it was, man. I'm a real big shout out to Drew Rosenhaus, man. You inspired me. I still and I tried to tell the story a little bit the other day about To in the driveway. I had these two cell phones, right? And Didi, you're gonna recall this story. Remember when we were talking about how I was getting those workouts in Canada?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I had met a young lady. Shout out to one of my real good friends, Chad Colston from Russ, Texas. Man, he introduced me to a lady. At the time, this lady was named dang, I really don't want to put her name out here like that, but she was Michael Jenkins' agent, and at
Okay.
the time, Michael Jenkins was playing for the Cowboys.
Dog, dog.
I I used to talk to her all the time, right? So she was trying to help me get on with the football, and I was like, I finally got tired of going through people. So I was like, well, let me talk to her and figure the format out. Now, obviously, the format has changed because of Rich Paul.
hmm
But back then, before Rich Paul, I was Rich Paul. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
and so I got these two cell phones together, and I would spend like y'all don't be stealing my stuff now. Y'all don't be stealing my stuff because it don't work no more. But I would get in a room and I would work on my Italian accent. I'm not gonna do it for you guys, but it worked. It worked for me. And then what I did was I created a ghost email, and then I just started sending out this stuff, and I would go work out at what was it? Um hold on a second, somebody. Um just a second. I would get in the room, I would practice my Italian accent, and then I created a ghost email account, and then I would send videos of me working out. Now, at this time, I had a little bitty camera, y'all, and it had an HD thing, and I would go to D1 Sports, and I would pay money at D1 Sports, or I would go to like these other training facilities, and then that's how I did it. And then I started going to these track meets, and I started running some respectable times. And hold on, Didi, I lost you. Um, and so what I did was I continued to work through the process of what it was. So people had questions. So I went out to a track meet. I don't know if I went out to a track meet. I ran a good time out in Georgia, and then I flew out to Utah and I ran a crazy time out there in Utah. I think in the 60, man. It was just like off the whim. Shout out to Hunter Woodall. That's when I first met Hunter Woodall that runs the paraplegic 400. He's I think it's like Tar Woodall's husband or something like that now. But I met him and a couple other guys, another guy named Still Brazil out there, and I ran a crazy time. I won the 60 out there, and then boom, the phone start ringing off the hook, man, because I'm still playing this Italian guy, yo. And
Yeah, yeah.
that's how I did it,
That's
bro.
wild.
That's
That's
how I did
wild,
it.
man. You talking about, man, just innovation, bro, and just sheer drive and determination. It's crazy. But man, people don't understand. Like, man, when you come from, because Willis wasn't always a big place. Willis was a very
Yeah,
small town, bro. There's so many athletes that come out of Willis and Conroe. It's just not even. It's not even crazy. It's not, man. And so many of us get overlooked, bro, because we're in such a small place. Now, the
yeah.
dynamics has changed. You know, we're all considered Houston now, so Willis is 6A. Um, so yeah, man, everything's a lot bigger. It's on a bigger scale now. Um, so
Hmm.
obviously, we're getting a lot more national attention and plays and stuff like that. Uh, T, you asked what I think of opinion on Willis football right now, man, bro. I'm loving it. I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm
Yeah.
loving it. So um, so the head coach Trent and I, we played together at Sam. He was a quarterback at Sam. Um, Man, he's a great guy. I think he is surrounded by athletes over there, which is phenomenal for any program.
Hmm.
Um, I think what DJ Lagway did the last couple of years really, really brought the tradition and community
Yeah.
back together in Willis, and that's what it was missing. Um, and dude, and that was it was so many athletes. Even when I was coaching at Willis, man. So many athletes coming there, bro. But if the fit's not there, the fit's not there. Um, head coaches, they create the dynamic, but also the head coaches are only as good as their assistant coaches. So um, I think, man, Trent has brought the community together in Willis. Uh,
Hmm.
what DJ Lagway did here, man, has brought everything in full circle. I mean, bro, because I could tell you a time where you go to a game and there wouldn't be any kids underneath the stand playing football, throwing the football around.
Yeah.
And now you're starting to see that. Even you got kids now, like, saying, "Oh, I'm DJ Lagway," go out for a pass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where that tradition starts, bro. And
Yeah.
and and literally he has brought that back to Willis full circle. And so what's going on with Willis right now, bro? Bro, I'm loving it. Shout out to Jermaine Bishop Jr., man. Uh, dude,
Killer, killer,
oh, monster, bro.
killer,
Monster. Both
killer.
sides of the ball. Travis Hunter Jr., bro, like all day long.
Whew.
Um, yeah, Jermaine's dad. I mean, I knew him growing up. I think him and my sister might have dated at one time. Uh, yeah, but I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. Because I mean, the genetics are there, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, the genetics are there. They're crazy. Um, man, I'm just happy. Everything that the young man's got going on. I hope it fulfills all of his dreams. Um, but yeah, man, I'm loving what's going on right now in Willis football, bro. So hey, I'll be at the game Friday night. That's gonna be the battle of I-45, man. I think that's probably gonna be one of the biggest games. That's gonna be like the Soda Duncanfield showdown. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So definitely, man, I'll be in the house for that. So
So, but before I let you go, man, I want to give you your flowers, man. Like one thing that Didi has always done for me whenever we were, conversing on the phone and stuff like for 3 hours, 4 hours, and he's coaching
yeah,
coaching me off the cliff. You know, one thing I want to say is, man, if y'all don't have friends like that, if y'all don't have people that actually care about you as a person, because you have to be a person first. Because he's talked about his journey, he's talked about family, he's talked about after what people would consider you a athlete, what I'm saying, and it sends you into the depression because all they want to talk to you is about football and stuff, and they don't realize that you like horses, you love your family, what I'm saying, shoot, like they don't realize these things. And so, like, to give Didi his flowers, man, I don't care what it is. Dude, I will always give you your flowers, man. You know, for crying out loud, the man picked me up on the side of the road when it was 150 degrees, man. I was trying to pay my phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Yeah.
DD Terry, man. You know what I'm saying?
That Texas heat is brutal, son.
Man, dog. Hey, look, hey, look, the devil was tapping his pitchfork on the other side of the road, like, you sure you want to do this? Yeah,
Hey
I
man,
do.
my boy was sweating, boy. I was like, look at my boy Jay. He's sweating, boy. He walking, dog.
Girl, look, hey, look, everybody was passing me up. They was waving. Hey, you know, they let the window down. What's up, Jay? I'm like, man, come on, give me a ride, man. Dang. But like, but like at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure y'all understand. You know, yeah, this is labeled legend talk, but it's more of a brotherhood and friendship. And I'm gonna continue to bring people on here, man, that are great human beings, and that I think that I have the most utmost admiration for them. That grind and what they do to continue to build as people, because it's not just about what you do, it's how you do it. And see, with Didi, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tell you, I'm gonna give his flowers. With Didi, yes, he is an exceptional athlete, will forever be an exceptional athlete, but he's more of an exceptional man, and I think he needs to be appreciated for that. People have opinions. I have a lot of opinions that y'all don't agree with. I don't care though, because you can go tell your mama. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But people, as a brotherhood, a family, as Dion mentioned the other day, brothers argue, brothers have disagreements, but at the end of the day, if you have a real brother, you come in the middle, man, and you understand that we are brothers, and that we can agree to disagree, and then we can move on, man. Thank you for loving me, my brother. I
Oh yeah,
appreciate you.
man. Oh yeah, but man, I say this 100 times over, man. You know, sports might bring you together, man, but what you do after that is all on you, man. I think you and I have established something, man, that most people don't, and most people may do. I don't know, but I just think
Yeah,
it's different, man. You know, dang, it's just crazy to me, bro. You've done a few of these podcasts,
yeah,
and to hear Dion say the same thing I'm saying, like the type of guy you are, bro, just speaks volume. You know what I'm saying? I remember Dion from high school, but I never met the guy. But to
yeah, yeah,
say, and he's from farther down 45 than we are. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
But to say that we get the same people, same type of people from the same area, and everybody's, you're the common denominator. That just shows a lot, speaks a lot about your character and who you are, bro. And man, I love you to death, Jay. I mean, hey, so you and I, bro, we about to hit this master circuit.
boom. We finna be booming, y'all. Hey, look, look, look.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah.
Didi. So we finna set it on fire. They gonna be mad. Oh, they gonna be mad.
Yeah.
We can't get rid of those two yet. No, no, you can't. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Y'all go run to your mama and pray to God that your mama tells you some good advice to get rid of us, because it ain't gonna happen over here. But yeah,
Straight up.
we all about to hit it, man. We about to make some waves, and guess what? You know, the two cell phones might come back out.
They might come back out, bro. Hey man, I gotta be careful, bro. I'm old now and I got bad hamstrings. So I gotta be careful.
Hey, look here. One thing I'll tell you about the two cell phones, all you gotta do is do great one time.
Yeah, yeah.
All
That's
you need
right.
is
You're
one.
right.
All you need is one. Hey, what happens after that? It's on
Yeah.
the it's on the purchaser.
Straight up, bro.
Before we
Straight
get
up.
Didi up out of here, y'all, let's drop Mike Tyson bomb for him real quick. Hold on, y'all. I messed up. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm a little rusty. We gotta drop Mike Tyson for Didi one time. Here we
I'm
go.
the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
Already.
There's no one can stop me.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
before we get out of here, Didi, give these people some good advice, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, look, if you struggling with something, man, look, hey, do you reach out to me? You reach out to Jay. Man, just find somebody in your circle that understands your situation. Talk to that person, man. Don't ever try to handle, you know, um, all the stress and everything on your own, man. There's people you can talk to, man. Um, man, if you look. hard work and dedication beats it all. I mean, I tell my son this all the time, man. If you're on the field and you mess up, nobody notices if you're going 100 miles an hour. Just do it. Do it with effort. Do it with dedication, man. Be prideful in whatever you do, man. Man, look, always, always, always keep that man up above number one, bro, because he's the one that's gonna give you everything you need to do it with and get the job done in the first place. But man, look, I love you, Jay.
Love you
Man,
too,
look,
big bro.
we about to get on this track, man. We about to get on this track, bro. I'm about 225 right now, bro. So I'm probably gonna get down to about 200.
That's all right. Hey, look, I told you it only take one time.
One
That's all
time,
it take.
baby.
One
One
time.
time.
That's all it take. One time.
Straight up. Straight up, bro. Straight up, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Hey, thank you for giving me your time, man, my brother. I appreciate you. I love you, my brother. Hey, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all go with God, go with peace. And guess what? Jay Fields, Meg J had DD Terry on here today. Y'all be
Already.
easy now.
Peace.